Welcome back. Locker room talk, right? And I am Armando from the 414 Morning Podcast. Today we're going to just talk about mental toughness. And a lot of people think mental toughness is just having the ability to knock down clutch shots, being able to throw touchdowns, being able to kick for a field goal, right? Being able to have that clutch hit, right? They just think mental toughness is a part of just sports, which that is a part of it. But you can also take that same mental toughness and apply it to your everyday life. So
I got scars on healed, that money can't fix it. My brother turned to snake just for that quickly. Gay love, they gay hate, cause they mind will sick. I was 30 in the clock, cause the pot got thick. Damn, change ain't change, only change switch clips. Gotta ride with that drum, keep that clip by my hip. See the pain in my verse every time you hear me spit. They told me keep my circle tight.
So when things ain't going right on the job, when people talk bad about us, when people have negative things to say about us, when people are doubting us, and just when things aren't going your way, where you just feel like, dang, I just need to catch a break, right? You having that mental toughness, that ability to be able to mentally lock in and zone everybody out, zone all your problems out, and just focus on the things that you need to do to turn those situations around. Because many of us, we go through stuff in life, right? We go through hardships, we go through financial crisis, right? We go through breakups, we go through heartbreaks, we go through just those days where we don't feel like we are ourselves, right? And some of us, we don't have the ability to just snap into a different zone, right? We don't have the ability to just be able to just bounce back, right? And we gotta figure out in our lives what can get us back to that place where we're smiling, we're happy, we're telling jokes, we're ourselves again, where we want to hang around other people. Many of us, we go through things, we lock ourselves in the closet, we lock ourselves in a room, right? Some of us, we might turn back to our addictions, right? But sometimes it can be as simple as prayer, right? My therapy is getting on the basketball court, right? After prayer, right? I say, after God, being on the court with this is my sanctuary, right? Sometimes after a couple of good games, I forget all about my problems. I forget why I was even mad in the first place, right? Even for myself, daily, I look online, I look at a good quote, right? Or it could be a scripture, and I try to apply it to my everyday life. People that know me at work, they come into my office, right on my whiteboard, I have quotes every single day, right? Because that is a daily reminder for me, this is who I need to be today, right? So, mental toughness, yes, it's all good on the field. Yes, it's all good when you're on the court. But we got to figure out how we can take that same mental toughness and apply it to life, to apply it to our relationships. When you and your significant other, when you just got one of those days or just one of those weeks where it's just problem after problem, mentally locking in and say, you know what, we can get through this together. We can figure this out, right? In the classroom, you can apply that same logic, right? But most importantly, you gotta be able to block out the noise. And in sports, that noise is the other players, right? That other noise is the stuff you read in the media. That other noise can be, the referees that you feel like making the right calls. But it also can be the people that's up in the stands, right? In your life, that noise can be family, it can be friends, It could be those addictions, if it's drugs, if it's alcohol, if it's sex, if it's stealing, if it's hanging with the homies, right? You have to block out the noise, right? And focus on you. Because it's one of those old cliches, right? When you have money, when you have things in life, everybody is there to partake. Everybody is there to party with you. Everybody is there to kick it with you. But when you lose it all, you lose it by yourself. So always stand mentally tough and mentally locked in, right? And life, right? So thank you for tuning in to Locker Room Talk. I am Armando, and as always, like and subscribe. And if you don't like what I say, you can always kiss my podcast.
I got scars unhealed that money can't fix it. My brother turned to snake just for that quickly. Gay love, they gay hate cause they mind real sick. I was 30 in the clock cause the pot got thick. Damn, change ain't change, only change switch clips. Gotta ride with that drum, keep that clip by my hip. See the pain in my verse every time you hear me spit. They told me keep my circle tight, but that bitch